Hi everybody, this is Isaac from DJ Armor. Thanks for tuning in for part 3 of DJ tips prepping for a wedding. What we're going to be going over in this video is checklists. So I have two checklists. One is things that I have to do prior to a wedding event. The second list is an equipment list with all the equipment. I will go through that list, narrow it down to what I'm taking to that event, so that way I only concentrating on the equipment that I need. Every event's a little different. Sometimes I need a ceremony system. Maybe they got a bigger package with more lighting, up lighting, etc. So based on the gig, I make my checklist and go from there. Now, let me show you the app that I use is Google Keep. I use a lot of the Google tools, so Google Drive, Google Keep. This is the to-do before an event. So sometimes I'm doing a monogram. So design the monogram, test the monogram in the projector, make sure that it's working right. Let's see, prep the photo booth, the branding. So I call it branding. Just make sure that I put their names, their template in. Print the timelines. Make sure I put it in the laptop bag. It's important to have your timeline, not to forget it. Get the events music, so all the requests, everything that's on that planning form, and make it into a crate and put it into a folder. Put the external hard drives and cables for the hard drives into the laptop bag, because a lot of times I'm working on my music and I have my hard drive out. I don't want to forget it at a gig and say, oh man, I don't have my hard drive, even though I do have a backup drive that I bring, but you want to have your primary. Write checks for whoever's helping you. So like this week, I probably had Manuel helping me with an event, and so I make sure to get him the check for him helping me with, for taking care of the people that are helping you. Go over the music charts, make sure I'm not missing anything that's really popping and that I need to make sure that I have. Make sure I get my DMX, my DMX and my wireless DMX, the dongles into the bags. Do any programming that I need to do. Charge up lightings. Get my clothes ready. So that means if I need to wash them, press them, put them in the bag. Pick up the photo booth. And if I'm doing a DVS or a time code turntable setup, to not forget my needles, not to forget my control vinyl. So that's my to-do before an event. Now the other one is all my equipment. So this is all the equipment I own. I will check off. I'll usually make a copy of this list, and then so I'd come here and not that button. I'd make a copy of it, and then I'll name it the event, and I'll go through and check off what I'm not taking already. So that way the day of the event, I look at my checklist, I get the gear that's on that list, I make sure I get it in my vehicle. Before I take off, I go through and I check off my checklist. So this is just some ideas, some tips for you to help you prep for a wedding. This is what I do with checklists, and this might be helpful to you. If you have any tips for your additional tips, make sure you put them in the comment section. It could help someone else or help even myself. Thanks for tuning in again. This was part 3, the checklist. Part 4, we're going to go over actually prepping the music and how I get it ready for an event. So thanks again for tuning in. This is Isaac from DJ Armor. Check us out at mydjarmor.com. We're on Instagram, Facebook. Subscribe to the YouTube channel if you like the content that we're putting out. Thanks again for watching.